have mastered your career, your finances, your schedule, but there is one key performance indicator which you can't seem to move: your weight. You eat organic, you are avoiding your junk, you're probably eating way less than you used to eat 10 years back. But yet, the executive belly remains. As a nutritionist, let me tell you, this is not your fault. You need to revise your strategy to play the game. In this video, I will explain 4 major reasons why, in spite of all your effort, your weight is same, and how you can do a metabolic reset to fix it. Let's move forward from simple calorie in, calorie out and take a deep dive in the latest research published in 2025 on proteostatic stress and chrononutrition to explain why your healthy habits and healthy lifestyle is still triggering your fat storage. Let's get started. Let's look at a recent study published in Nature Metabolism. It highlights a phenomenon that we call shadow spike. Shadow insulin spike refers to a situation where insulin rises significantly even though blood glucose level does not rise much. Wondering how? Imagine you get up in the morning, you have a cup of black coffee. While answering your work messages, you are getting stressed. Now, even before you have your first meal, which is very healthy by the way, maybe avocado and eggs, the psychological stress of your workload triggers a massive cortisol release. Now here is the science. Cortisol induces hepatic gluconeogenesis. That means your liver is literally dumping sugar to your bloodstream so that you get going in your fight mode. Your pancreas responds with insulin. So even though you have ate nothing or you have eaten a zero carb breakfast, your body is in high insulin. It's a complete fat blocking state. You are already biologically fed by your own stress hormone even before you have taken the first bite. So you have done nothing. You don't even know what has gone wrong, but still your body in under fight mode. Chrononutrition is the study of how timing of your meal can affect your health, based on the idea that your body processes the same food differently at different times. Let me explain. You are suffering from social jet lag, like you had a very tough day probably. Now at 8 o'clock at night, you're finally free and you plan to have a nice healthy dinner. Maybe this is the first proper meal that you're having after a long day. Now understand, we have tiny biological timers not only in our brain, it is also there in your organs, like your liver with your fat cells. These are called peripheral molecular clocks. This timer tells those specific tissues when to burn the energy and when to store the fat. Latest research in Lancet that suggests that these peripheral molecular clocks are just as important as your clock in the brain. So now imagine if you're eating late, even if it's just a grilled chicken with boiled vegetables, it desynchronizes these clocks, which leads to postprandial endotoxemia. This postprandial endotoxemia is a temporary state which causes leaky gut. That means after a meal where your inflammatory bacterial toxins, they get leaked from your intestine to your bloodstream, which triggers a low-graded inflammation. This low-grade inflammation makes your cells completely deaf to your weight loss signals. So now you're maybe eating the right food, but because it is a wrong time, your fat loss process is not getting triggered. Many of you probably have switched to high protein healthy diet, right? Because protein is important, but you are still not seeing any result. As we age, especially past 40, our cell's ability to recycle protein, which we called autophagy, that slows down. Over-proteinizing without strategic fasting windows can actually clutter your cell, leading to metabolic sludge, the process that we called proteostatic stress. So basically, if you are constantly sipping whey protein shakes or eating lean protein every 3 hours, you are keeping your metabolism going, which might actually inhibit the very cellular cleanup that is needed to burn your fat efficiently. Now, this is a new term in obesity management, inflamm-aging. Now, what is that? Inflamm-aging is basically a state of chronic, low-grade, silent inflammation that develops as we age, which act as a biological brake to your metabolism and accelerate the progression of age-related weight gain. Since you're very busy and most of the professionals, they prefer having healthy food in a quick way, right? So probably you are depending too much on ultra-processed healthy snacks. Think of your expensive protein bar or your keto snacks that you munch on throughout the day. Now, please note that these healthy ultra-processed food, they all contain emulsifiers like carboxymethyl cellulose. A recent study showed that these additives break down in your gut lining and cause metabolic toxemia. This is a condition where toxins from your gut, it leaks into your bloodstream, cause your immunity system to stay permanently on and forcing your body to prioritize survival, which is fat storage mode rather than fat burning. So now the question is, how do we break this trap? It is not about doing more cardio or eating healthier food. I will strongly suggest to follow the rule of 3 here. No food for 20 minutes if you are doing any high stress work. Now, why 20 minutes? Because it has been seen that it takes at least 20 minutes for the human body to transit from your sympathetic dominance, which is your flight and fight mode, to parasympathetic dominance, which is rest and digest mode. Try to consume largest calorie containing food with the peak of your insulin sensitivity, which is usually between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Insulin response becomes significantly weaker at night, which is normal circadian insulin resistance. As it gets dark, your brain releases more melatonin so that you get prepared for sleep. Recent research published in Cell Metabolism, it shows that melatonin actually binds to the receptor on your pancreas and inhibits insulin secretion, which creates a melatonin-insulin clash. You need to do your blood work done, and you must know your C-reactive protein and fasting insulin level. Hear me out. You can have normal blood sugar while your insulin level is dangerously high. It is working overtime to keep your blood sugar under control. Understand, insulin is your body's primary storage hormone or anabolic hormone. If your fasting insulin level is high, which is hyperinsulinemia, your body is physically incapable of burning fat, no matter how many bowls of salad you are taking. So checking your fasting insulin level is a must biomarker. Next comes CRP, which is C-reactive protein. It is a marker of your systemic inflammation. For a busy professional, especially over 40, it is one of the most critical metrics for your long-term health. High CRP level indicates that your immune system is in a state of chronic alarm, which we called inflamm-aging, which we have explained earlier. Inflammation makes your cell completely deaf to hormonal signals, especially for leptin, insulin. So if you are having high CRP level, that means your brain is not listening that you are already full. You keep eating more and more, and you keep growing your stubborn belly fat. If you want a metabolic reset, I can help you with personalized program. Hi, this is Dr. Soma Chakrabarty, working as a nutritionist for the last 19 years. I work with people who are struggling with clinical conditions like IBS, SIBO, PCOD, CKD, cancer, etc. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel Wellness Munch. I publish video on every Sunday. Stay tuned, stay happy, healthy. Bye.